we're back. We're back. Hey, everybody. There we go. I had to update the game. What's up, Pinu? What's going on? Welcome. So I have to download the latest patch. So we're gonna let this download. What's going on? Oh, the character selection looks cleaner. Let's make sure,
Yeah, for unnamed player, that happened to me. I just entirely quit the game and then reloaded it.
So let's get some comms out on that. How, think did that happen to?
It happened to like everyone who logged in. If you loaded up before, like 5 minutes before or 2 minutes before.
Gotcha. Alright, well, if anyone's in here and stuck, close the game, reload, and get the new update. Sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if we could have a specific time for those, like 15 minutes before, or a time that we all knew. But I know that's very tough on the dev team.
2 minutes before is cutting a little close, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree there.
Yeah, I get that it's tough on the dev team. They probably
Yeah.
were doing it at like trying to get the last thing in. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Bistum got this one. Bistum's already done.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Nice one,
Now
Bistum.
get out. If you won, get.
Get your ass out.
So who's... Is
Slayer,
Dick the Conqueror just conquer?
I'll run Trace.
Is that conquer the world?
We need one more for a runk trace. Got my guy Slayer in the house. What's up, Slayer?
God, dude.
What's up, Slayer?
Yeah, for sure.
I was
for
talking
sure.
to you guys the whole time on mute. I did not have voice,
Aww.
but we're back. I guess I was talking. I was talking in Twitch. I restarted my computer and everything. Yeah, that's We're in here. Well, hi. What's up, everyone? We're
Alright, this
back.
is number 5. This is third of the way. Bistum's been killing it. I think Bistum's won in every tournament. Bistum's been a winner.
Good.
Yeah.
Damn, I still haven't made it in this shit.
All right, here's what you do. You go to the top of the number 2. You go about 1 inch on like a, I don't even know what that angle would be. Straight, like at 11 o'clock, about an inch, and then you spam trying to join when that comes up. Right over the number 2, about 11 o'clock, an inch away. It might be a little different depending on your
Holy
monitor
shit.
type.
I just pinballed from the middle.
Guys,
Oh,
can
you
you
got
hear me?
it.
KG, you
Let's
win everything.
go.
Go away.
Nice. Alright, KG's locked in.
Yo,
That was
Squatty,
25.
can you hear me?
Yo,
Yeah, we can hear you.
What's up,
poppin'.
Cobra?
Yo.
Guys,
Hey.
we need one more. We need one more runk racing, right? I need some
I'm coming,
tips.
Squiddy.
Someone come race us right here. There's llamas. Come on, Slayer. Wait.
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go. What's up, my friend? I was talking to you too, and I was on mute. How we living, baby?
Yeah, I was on mute too. I just found the open mic option.
Wonderful. Yeah, we need one more raid. Come race us, baby.
Yes, let's race. I need the gameplay from the rank race.
We love the runk race.
No, I like the battling in the arena. The battling in the arena is the best.
Yes, yes, of course. That's our
the main game.
that's our holy grail.
Indeed.
KG, come
for
on,
sure.
man. Let's get you in here. Cobra,
How many-
welcome. Crack Wizards,
Ooh.
oh,
Welcome.
thanks for the sub, dude. The Prime sub, much appreciated. Welcome, the Champions Ascension. Welcome to Champions.
Come on.
Ascension.
BST.
All
Winner number
let's
6,
go.
BST.
Runk Trace.
Let's
Hi,
Yes,
Warden.
TST.
Let's go.
Yo,
we got
Slayer.
6.
That's round 6, we're on to 7.
Oh, what's up?
It's a 50-50.
I'm following KG.
No, get out of here. Totally the fake one, Squiddy. Go the other way.
Yes, totally the fake one. So,
There you go, a real one.
all
guys are
take
fast.
You get a nice little tour. I love the Runk Trace in the morning, right? Because you get a good tour. Oh yeah, gaining on them. Speed. The
Get
speed.
out of here.
The beat drop.
Why is yours walking completely straight?
I
Come
got
on,
the power,
we
baby.
need more beers, Squiddy. We need more beers.
Oh, now it's getting hard.
Bro, how'd
I'm
you
at
get in
4.
there so fast? That was skilled.
I can walk on water. I'm special.
Fuck you are.
In many different ways.
I was in all the special classes.
Oh yeah.
Blood's creeping to the finish. Blood's in it.
Let's go,
Seven.
Blood.
No way.
I tried to fake it, KG, when I was in there. I tried to just stand still and make you think that I was chugging beer. Come on, baby. Let's catch KG.
Which one is the right one? Oh,
It is the top.
The second one.
the second one. Okay.
Oh, get
There you
out
go.
of here, dude!
Can't catch me, Squiddy. Ah, this one's a risky one.
No, it's not up the stairs. Oh no, I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
This is where it comes down to this.
I'm just going downstairs because fuck it.
Let's see who gets the 50-50.
It's getting hard now.
Let's
Oh, wow.
go.
Fuck you, KG.
Let's go.
God damn it.
Alright.
Gaz is in.
The guys is in for 8. The guys
Let's
have got
go,
it.
Gaza.
Guys, are we loving the allow-less in-game, or are we loving the allow-less in-game?
It's the best way to do it. Then
It's
you're
the only way
getting
to do
gamers,
it, right? So again, these are the things we talk about when it comes to reward the players, reward the people getting in. Very excited for that. I don't know about you guys, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning to come in with my Asian friends here.
I'm not.
Ooh.
Oh, 5 a.m.
How about that?
Have fun.
Well,
I'm gonna be asleep.
I'm up at 6.
I'll be
I'm up
there.
at 6 a.m. every morning. So realistically, it'll be 6. Realistically, it'll be 6.
Hey,
That'll be-
you're
that'll be a
still
fun
in
little
there.
part to my morning routine.
If I wake up and can't sleep, I'll be here for sure. My laptop will be set up, ready for me to just walk in here and go. But I'm not setting an alarm for it.
Right. I'm really pumped about that. I'm really, really excited about that because we get questions all the time. Oh, KG, I almost had you, dude. It's
I'm
nice
really
one.
excited too, but you know, it's not for me. Like I already play in 2 slices a day. I'm in the perfect spot. I don't need it. That's for people who couldn't play. So I
Right.
don't feel the need to invade their time, unless I just happen to be awake.
Exactly. Again, number one, it's for them. Right.
100%.
I mean, somebody's got to annihilate them in the arena, Blitz.
Gonzaga for number
US
9.
East anyway.
I can't find the 7th bar.
It's all the way. It's at the top.
Gonzaga for number 9.
What's up, Pinu?
GG,
Welcome to the stream. First time chat. It's a pleasure to have you in here, guys. We're on Twitch. If everyone wants to say hi to Twitch stream.
Ah, Twitch.
Let's go, Twitch. Shout out everyone's supporting Squiddy.
Streaming as we do, right, guys? You guys know my vision, right? You know how like my goal. Yeah, I'll do an occasional stream, right? But my goal is to support the people that are streaming, right? be able to get on guests. Then we're getting closer and closer to fielding that roster, and there's some fun things that I plan to do, especially on the community side, to get like, you know, I want to hear who your guys' favorite content creators are, who the people who are making like legit champion stuff. Got some really fun things in the works in that regard. And when it comes to streamers, right? It's gonna be good. We want to go to other people's turfs.
Ooh, Ichiya. Wow, these are going quick. Ichiya number 10.
Well, I mean, they're going, you know, one per game, right?
Yeah, but
Good run,
even the games are short.
Slayer, the first times trying runk racing, right? It's
brand
very
new, too.
common to not finish the race. That was me for the first
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
I understand. But the other guy, he was fast, the Worf. He was fast.
Alright, let's come practice again. KG, get out of
Yeah,
here.
let's do it.
Get out of here.
Let's do it.
I'm coming.
Get out of here.
Oh, there are
Let me
more
rip the
people there.
news, KG. NFT
Is Drunk
was-
Race
Slayer, you
double
got
tickets?
8 seconds, quick.
What's double tickets right now?
I'm in.
Flower shop.
Shots.
Flower shop. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Definitely not drunk on racing.
We need a tutorial video for Flower Shop. I don't think anyone's tried to tackle flowers.
Andrad did all 4 today. He uploaded them all.
Ooh.
And now I'm not
Alright.
doing any.
Ooh, Namo's getting it. Namo for number 11. Make
NFT
sure I
Go
Wizard.
llama. Go llama.
Thank you for yeah. The game is indeed epic. Can't wait to see you in the arena. After this runk race, I will have the list. Let's get some more people on board who are watching the stream.
Namo, tag me on Discord if you can. I want to make sure this is you.
So can we also play the flower game today? I want to record that one as well
Play whatever
for
you want.
the house.
Yeah, we're gonna play it all.
Totally the one at the top of the
Please
stage.
get right. Come on top. Come on top.
Totally the one up there, Squiddy. Totally.
Guys, it's
Good
totally
job.
up top. Guys, come on up. We got the right one.
Oh.
I was lying, guys. It's not the top.
This guy's over
Okay.
here trying to play Dudo while he's playing drunk racing.
It's the flower game is the game where you have to lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Llama's first, creeping over.
Gotta recruit some players, and it's so fun to come over 6.
GG,
It's even
Llama.
better to play
Llama's
like
got it.
Yeah, llamas.
Llamas.
How do you
Let's
even
go.
how do you even develop this, the trunk race? I think it's harder to develop this than an
Yeah,
Three more rounds.
Our devs are freaking ridiculous.
yeah, they are.
I don't really know what else to say about them. Yeah, it's fun. It's really cool to be a part of.
You guys working from home, or you guys got a big office / studio?
I'm in Miami, so I work from home. Although
And where are the
like, you know,
devs?
I'm working on a soon. I want to find like a little like co-working, like a working space too, because I did get a little isolated, but I've got my spot. So I got to find a place for a couple days a week. Most of the team is still in LA, so we're still
In LA, okay.
Yeah, so LA is the big one.
A lot of the devs are in
Colombia.
Colombia.
Bogota.
Yeah.
Bogota. Ooh, a lot of pinballing.
Ooh, I need one more. Then I got
Everyone's
it.
creeping. Ooh, if Jakrush can make it through the cup.
How long have I stand in here, Blub?
I
Walk in the
was right at the
line.
end.
I've been waiting
Pinball.
5 minutes.
Walk in the line.
I'm not
Hey,
happy.
baby!
No!
You talk too much! You talk
Remy
too much,
stole
baby!
it. Nice.
Ah,
Wait,
I got 7
Remy
this
didn't
time.
finish.
It's better.
Yo, Blue.
what? Wow, that was.
Alright, I'm gonna turn the chat off. I'm gonna turn the chat off here real quick so I can say what's up to Twitch. What's up, Twitch? What up, Cobra? What up, NFT Wizard? Hey, Cobra, game is very smooth. I agree, and you can come check it out and play right now. Let me get some links for you guys here, and let me get some allow list links for you guys here. Because because this is what we do. We appreciate you showing up. Let's get some links here. To download the game right now and play the game with us. You can come in and play some games. You can come in and play drunk racing by following these instructions that I've just tweeted. You can get onto the allow list. You can get onto the allow list. Where's the link? And for those who don't want to even click the Twitter, here we go. Oh, Champions IO with the follow. Uh-oh, I know those guys. That's that game. That's that unbelievable game that everyone's talking about. That Champions IO. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the follow, Champions IO. Shout out to my guy Slime in the house. We have an unreal team, guys, and I'm really looking forward to... Oh, there are two! Yo! Yo! Wow! Wow. There are two different art easels here. That's sweet. Oh, now I can actually use it with a controller. Alright, this game is the shit. What up, Ghost? What's up, Ghost? What up, Ghost?
Out of nowhere to finish
The meat. The meat makes
the
it.
steak. Nice. All right, perfect. That ends Crabs. I'm gonna hit all of you up right here to grab your wallets for tier 2s. Feel free to keep playing, but the whitelist spots are taken.
Oh, it's a fake one. No.
I'll catch you guys out in the courtyard here. I'm gonna do some racing, some drunk racing, that is.
Oh.
Thanks for the opportunity, even if I suck at crab.
Guys,
It was a good try.
two easels. Two. I'm so excited. Two
Oh,
easels.
whoa, there is another. Okay, that must have been the update.
Two easels.
That must have been the update. Wow, these paintings are nice.
Yo, shout out. Make sure you're following, guys. Come in. Make sure you're following Champions IO on Twitch. We've got that rocking now.
These are nice paintings you did, Squiddy.
Hi, Raid. What's up, Slayer? Ethan, you like my dual Daft Punk?
I like that. I'm about to paint over it though.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Let's see.
Oh,
Remy,
click, click.
Crabs is over.
Click.
Who's going crazy over there?
Shockingly not,
Yaragi.
not me.
What's up, bro? What's up?
Yo.
Hey guys, don't forget, again, with our voice, as more and more people get into the game, get into the chat, you can control who you listen to, right? So you can mute people, you can unmute people, you can control your voice. So just a reminder there. So if you've got someone you don't particularly feel like listening to, you know, that's your prerogative. That is your prerogative. Make sure you're following Champions IO. I'm trying to make sure I can get him a mod. There we go. You're modded up there, Tyler. Shout out to my guy Slime. Whoa.
Nice, I got the second place.
What just happened with the chat here?
What's going on?
I don't know. I did something. I made Tyler like a mod, but then now it's only a sub chat.
Oh yeah, I see the chat normally still.
But like to participate on Twitch, I'm talking Twitch.
Oh, gotcha. I do not know much about Twitch.
Let's see here. Settings. Moderation. Oh no. And then I want chat options. Can you guys chat in the Twitch if you can still chat and you're not subscribing? Because we don't want that. That just happened. Whatever. Let me. I'm working on fix that right now. I think we're back. Oh, we got some people at the flower shop. What's up? What's up? Clumpy Twins. What's up, Twitch? Alright, we're back. We're back. Sweet. I don't know what happened there, but we are good. We got champions and all modded up there, locked and loaded. The chat is back. Subscriber only chat will never happen. Ever. I don't even know why I'm starting to even get subscribers, to be honest. But we're rocking, we're doing the thing, and yeah. What's up? Vanessa, what's up, girl? Lap Lagas, what's up, my friend? NFT Wiz, what's up? What's poppin'? Champions, right? Guys, we got some links for you too. If you guys want to get on the allow list, here, do the copy link. And then if you just type in Twitch for your favorite game, right? You type in Twitch, I got you. Tier 1. Type in Twitch. For anyone new who's going to be hopping into the game and joining in here too, we will get you in here. Oh, Slayer. What you got, Slayer? Slayer's drunk. Alright. Shall we take it to combat real quick? Yeah, dude, come on in, man. Check it out. Water's warm. Water's warm. Here is the tweet.
There we go again.
How you do? How was it, Slayer? Donks, I'll take
was
your
good.
friend request, even though you've just whooped me in the arena.
I was second this race, and the previous race I was second as well, so I'm doing a good job here. Are we going to play the flower game?
Yeah, let's come play the flower game.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So as we know, we do our little walkthrough here. We'll do every game. First and foremost, the 2 art easels is insane. I'm hyped about that. This game is, see again, we got these notifications. Social games, sound and microphone to be played properly. Let's go. All right, network 3. Welcome. This is one of, we've seen the ranked racing. Now we're going to show you guys the second mini game in here. Yes, so Lavos, so individually it's a per wallet, but if you win a tier 1 spot, again, you can just use a different wallet. One per campaign, there we go. We're anything in there, we got my guy blocked and loaded, my brother. And again, this is someone else, so I am pumped. I'm pumped to make sure we get, more. It's been absolute craziness, guys, these last couple of months, really, weeks, months. Really excited to get my guy Slime, to get What a Dick, Ethan Knott, Captain Chris. Again, they're already rocking too, but like we got such an awesome team. My guy Sly's been absolutely crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. There's so much work being done. Shout out to the legends. Even though he still calls me bruh sometimes. Yes, the Squiddy special handshake ends today. For Vanessa, it's the Squiddy special phone call, which we're still waiting for. Still waiting for. Cobra, I see you on the Twitter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get it rocking, baby. Guys, we need one more. One more. Check. There we go. Let's go smuggle, baby. Let's go smuggle. Cobra, check the link to the tweet I just posted. Hello, player 70652. What's up, everybody? Let's smuggle away. Let's smuggle away.
So what's the goal of the game now? What can we do?
Yes, so again, there are 6 players in this game. 4
Yes.
players were named smugglers, 2 were named guards. The guards want to pretend like they are smugglers, right? The goal is to smuggle the essence out of Messina. So it's going to right now say 2 players for the next mission. So all the smugglers typically like to, guys, I'm your, it is a pleasure to have you guys in here with Messina. It would be an honor to lead you guys in the smuggleness. Right, so I would very much so kindly appreciate your vote, and I promise that I am a smuggler. Promise that I am a smuggler. I appreciate the kindness. So now I will vote for. I'll vote for Slayer here. Let's see if Slayer is a smuggler or a betrayer, a guard.
Ooh.
Slayer and I, again, I'm anticipating Slayer and I having a wonderful relationship here too. So I'm banking on the trust. So each time you're gonna see 2 players for the next mission, right? So I guess there was a tie. So there were 3 different votes.
So I give you the vote now.
Right. So everyone voted. So I'll vote for player 70652 because only 2 players go for the mission. So as you guys can see, it tells everyone who voted for who. So it looks like P1 voted for player 70652 and I voted for 70652 because I just wanted to get to the vote. The first round, it's always random, right? So now the 2 of us, we're gonna have our own vote right now. So if you're watching on the stream, I can either succeed or fail. So if I'm a smuggler, I'm going to always want to succeed. If I'm a guard, I'm going to want to appropriately fail because the point is to fail the mission. So I'm voting to succeed as a smuggler. Oh my gosh. So player 70652 is a guard, right? And so
You think so?
We've got some rookies right here too. So that would be my inkling, and then my other inkling would be P1 would be the other one, because P1 voted for player 70652, and the other guards are allowed to see who the other guards are. So the guards know each other.
So I need to vote for player 1 now.
No, we don't want player 1 to go, I think, because player 1 voted to send 70652, unless you guys think I'm a guard. Right, so player 706...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But if you have 2 smugglers in one mission, then...
So, I'm gonna vote for Slayer, And again, I could be playing some bullshit right now. I could be a guard, but we're gonna let the crowd do its thing. This is already gonna re-vote because we have to vote for 3 players, and there are votes on 4 people, so it doesn't matter who I vote for. It's gonna restart. So we have to break the tie. So we have to talk amongst ourselves to send 3 players for the next mission. And if
So
it's
we
dead,
thought 706 was a smuggler, right? You said.
no, I would say that they're a guard because I'm a smuggler. Again, theoretically, I could be
Okay.
lying to you guys, and that's like the part of like the game, right? You wanna be mischievous.
Yeah, okay.
So, but like, yeah. So again,
Yeah, so
we can
we
also
want-
send 3 new people, right? But the smugglers want to send it through, so we're gonna send 3 people, and we need all 3 to vote yes as a smuggler.
Okay.
So
So we
again,
want the guards
you guys are not. You guys are sending your votes to random people. We have to coordinate our vote because if we vote for more than 3 people, it's just gonna reset.
Okay.
Right. So it tells
So-
you right here 3 players for the next mission. So we need to have votes on 3 different players. So right now there are
Okay.
votes on Shipitos, Squiddy, and we need to put a vote on somebody else. I'll put it on X-Slayer. So we got X-Slayer
Okay.
and Slayer in here. That's fun. So again, only vote for somebody who's got a vote there. There we go. All right. So 3 people have received votes. Right. So now, if anybody is a guard, they're gonna want to hit fail. If we're all smugglers, we're gonna want to hit smuggle the essence. So we have a choice, right?
Okay.
While at the same time,
Okay.
it's like Among Us, where which one of us are, who among us is a guard, who among us is on the wrong. Not
Yeah.
on the
Okay. So
smugglers.
I'm a smuggler, so I need to succeed the mission
Check
right
mark,
now.
yes.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay. Perfect.
Very nice.
That's done. Done.
Ridiculous. Hello. Thanks for joining the chat, and anyone joining the stream, welcome. We are playing one of the 4 mini games in Champions Ascension. We're learning this for the first time. So we've got that. So Shapetos, X-Slayer, ND, and Squiddy all voted positive there, right? So theoretically, we should all be smugglers because we all want the double tickets, right? I trust that. I don't trust player 7062 because in the first mission, one of player 76062 or myself was obviously a guard. So in this one, I either voted like I'm a rightful smuggler or I could be playing some fun stuff. And Ridiculous, you can download the game right now to test it out. So again,
Okay. So now, one person goes on a mission.
So now 4 people go on a mission,
Oh,
and
4
the
people.
guards need 2 to miss. So if X-Slayers, Shipitos, and myself are all in there, it doesn't matter who the 4th is theoretically. So
And how
like-
many rounds do we have?
So I'm gonna break this vote right now too because there's 4 people and there might be 2 guards. So I'm gonna vote for P1 and reset the vote. So right now there's 4 players for the next mission, and we need 2 guards to fail it. So if there's 3 smuggles and 1 fail, it will still be a successful mission for the 3rd. Yes, we are smuggling essence out of Messina. So look, I would vote for X-Slayer ND because I'm confident he had a smuggler vote. Okay, this should
How many-
theoretically work because one of them is definitely a guard, but the other one should be a smuggler. So we should get a 3-to-1 vote here. Or again, this is a time where the guard will typically vote for the success time, especially for me because you don't want to like play your hand. Does that make sense?
Yes. And how many rounds does this game have?
5. So whoever wins 3
5
to
rounds.
5 wins it, whether it's the smugglers or the guards.
Okay.
And you're not actually doing anything, you're just voting to succeed or to fail the mission. Alright. So again, I think
Ooh, so there was-
I think our guards are P1 and player 70652.
Okay.
That's my thinking. Or Slayer, or because it's very possible player 70652 had no idea what he was doing and just clicked to fail. But yeah, that is
yeah.
it right now. So this is just like it's a fun social deduction mini game, right? It's like you're hopping in a Discord chat, chatting with your homies while earning tickets at the same time.
But the others are not talking right now. Oh, they're talking in the chat. So
They're
so
talking
they
in the
don't
chat.
have a mic.
Yeah, so we have
I
our own
see,
private
I see.
voice chat and our own private text chat.
I see. Okay. So I'm gonna vote on player 706.
Yeah, so I'll vote for. So we need 3. I don't like 70652. I'm not trustworthy. I like Shepetto, Squiddy, X Slayer. We can all go home with some tickets. And I think it would fail. I am anti-player 70652. I want the smugglers to walk out of here with 10 tickets a pop, baby. Double tickets.
Ooh, double tickets. So how many players go on a mission?
3 are going on this mission. We need 3 success.
3. Ooh.
Alright, I'll vote for Shepettos and send these in, but I'm pretty positive the player's gonna vote to fail. Who's player voting for? Alright, fuck it. Let's just do us 3. Oh, again, another deadlock. We're doing it wrong, right? We need to vote for 3 people, right, guys?
Yeah.
3 people to the mission. So we have to talk amongst ourselves. Again, the way that the vote stands right now is player, slayer, and slayer. It's not going to work. And now that 2 people just voted for me, which look to be the smugglers,
Yeah.
we look to be
Now
another.
we got-
We're in another deadlock, so it's going to restart it again. But this is where it gets fun. Otherwise, it gets random, right? So again, it's a very important vote. Very important vote for the smugglers.
Okay, stem on me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I like
All
Dudo
squaddy.
next.
All squaddy right now.
Vanessa, you'll be able to check the wallets for the free mids soon. Alright, so fine, let's just do this as our 3. I don't like the odds for us. I really don't, but I'll vote for Slayer. Oh my gosh.
So what happened now?
That's enough. I'll just pick the tie. I'll pick someone to break the tie. So once it gets to a deadlock, Lucas just votes for us. Alright, let's see these votes. Come on, smugglers. Alright, again.
Ooh, filth.
P1.
Filth.
My guess is P1 and player are the 2 guards.
Guards.
P1 and player are my guess. Nice try, player. Nice try, player.
So how many people go on mission now in the last round?
4.
4 people. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Shepettos, Slayer. You know what? I don't even know. I'm ready to just wrap up the game and move to the next one. But yeah, I'm gonna vote for Shepettos. So I think Shepettos is a smuggler. I think I am a smuggler. Yeah, I don't know. Some guards are playing a really nice game. So let's get a vote for 4 people here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't like our odds. I really don't.
Okay, so we go on a mission now.
Yep. So we
And
all
if it's do the guards win if it's 2-2?
the guards win if it's 3-1. So I think the guards are gonna win this one. Yeah. Nice job, guards. It was.
Yeah, so
a
I was
Slayer
playing
and
for
player.
very stupid, but I won the game.
So it was Slayer. It was Slayer and player. Nicely done. GG's.
10 tickets in the pocket. GG's.
And it's
Starters
5.
luck.
It's 5 tickets for the smugglers.
Oh,
yeah,
they still
nice-
get 5 tickets. Okay.
Nicely done. Nicely done. And guys, if you want to join the Discord, again, there's going to be a wallet checker soon for champions. I got to get some more art in here while I'm at it because we've got 2 easels and I'm on a Daft Punk kick. Oh, that's really cool.
So we're doing another flower market game? I understand the game now.
Yeah, so it's fun. I would run it back again, guys. Find another 6 to replace me, and it's fun to kind of like learn the game and bring it about. I'm gonna go. I'm on Twitch right now, so I'm gonna do a little walk around.
Yes. do that.
And it was an absolute pleasure. Really nice guard ship.
It was. Start with luck. Okay, guys, who wants to play some flower market? Flower.
Squiddy, are you painting over my my masterpieces over here?
Dude, they are really good, but yes.
I like that. I like how they came out. Japanese style.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, I really like the Japanese stuff. Satan.
Yeah.
Oh, the Daft Punk one is a ringer. Oh.
It really it picks up nicely on the Daft Punk influence.
It really
Ooh,
does.
What is this?
I'm obsessed with the Daft Punk influence because it's just that
Nice.
it's that notable trait. It's that notable helmet.
Yeah, sometimes it gets stuff and sometimes it doesn't, but when it locks into something and you can really see the influence come through, it looks really cool.
I'm coming to Dudo. You will keep it rocking out here.
Yeah, we'll stay hanging.
Alright. Let's check out the sleeping Kark. Welcome, welcome, welcome. At the crab game because you're sad. Well, it's okay to be sad. It's natural, it's healthy. And DJ gotta play my track. I got my little Dudo. Being able to change the music with the controller. No Dudo table available. No Dudo. I do not skate. I do not skate IRL. I do not skate IRL. It's a dope board though. Yeah, I got it at a NFT event. It's pretty sweet. Jarritos. We love Jarritos. And I've got a Twitter space in 10 minutes that I'm gonna just do on stream. Because why not? Alright, I'm gonna take a couple bites of chips. If you guys want to join the allow list, list. The games are easy. I'll be happy to explain Dudo once I get a table here. It's my favorite game. My favorite game to just like kick it with. You guys give me 1 second here. One second. We're back. We're back. Waiting to play a Duno table. A little tour of Messina while we do so.
Sometimes I travel to the ruins of the city to ask for forgiveness. But my friends often refuse. I have spent thousands of years trying to find my way back. I thought my vengeance was a fair trade for this curse. My revenge this time. I have now forgotten his ways.
We'll get back to that. Get back to that. Oh, fudge! Oh, I missed it. Alright, we're gonna get the next one. We're gonna get the next one. We're gonna get the next one. Welcome. If you're joining the Twitch, we're about to play the third minigame of the little minigame tour. We got the Twitter space. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do combat after Dudo. You know what? Theoretically, I should do combat now and play Dudo. I'll test it all while we're on stream. While we're in space. Oh, NGG in the house with sub Soba. Alright, come on guys, we need 2 more. It's not as fun without a full table. Yeah, so we'll give a friendly, detailed Dudo explanation here with that's Alright. So right now, each roll of the dice, everyone starts off with 5 dice. I'm gonna print screen this hand because it's kind of a banger. I'm gonna bid that there are at least 4 wilds on the board. This is for everybody. So again, we're guessing, we're showing our dice for how many are on the entire table, right? And ones are wild. So I'll bring this up here. A game of strategy and deceit. The objective. Here, watch. They said Dudo. 1, 2. Soba NGG said that there were at least 5 wilds and there were 7. Turig, the bot, called BS or Dudo and was wrong, so lost the die. And now Turig only has 4 dice. Does that make sense? So again, I'll read it out. It says, Dudo is a game of strategy and deceit. The objective of the game is to speculate on the total amount of specific number and value of dice on the table, while only having information of your own dice and what players have called in their own turn. Be aware that players can lie in their own turn to throw you off. Trust no one, especially the Colombians. So each bid you have to increase the number on the die or the total number of dice. At the start of every round, players roll their dice, and the result is only visible to them. The first player in the round selects the quantity and face value they believe, or perhaps want others to believe, were rolled in total by all the players and locks in their bid. After the first player locks in their bid, the next player goes and either raises the bid or calls lo dudo, which means you filthy liar in Old Messinian. See you, Cobra. Thanks for hanging out. I have a Twitter space in like 4 minutes, so we'll see how this is gonna work. I guess I'm just gonna have my phone. Good night, Cobra. Get some Z's. GN. I don't know. Soba, you should have kept it at five. So I don't know why you went to 4s. This is how you learn. It is quiet. Nice and quiet. Nice little chill vibe. Six fives. What do you mean? What do you mean, Fagashan? Let's stay where we are. Oh man.
Oops.
No! Boo! We like the threes. Oh shit.
Well.
Alright, so I'm going to I'm gonna try something here and get this Twitter stream.
Alright, GM, everyone, how are you all doing today? Super excited about this space, and do me a favor, there's a thing on your bottom right of your app that has like a comment section. Click on it, retweet, like it, do all that good stuff. Alright, GM, everyone, how are you all doing today? Super excited about this space, and do me a favor, there's a thing on your bottom right of your app that has like a comment section. Click on it, retweet, like it, do all that good stuff. We're going to try to make this big because we're talking about like 2023, Web3 gaming predictions and upcoming events. And we have, it's pretty, probably relaxing. This one, we're going to have a lot of people from like the Builders Guild and kind of people that collaborate very often. So I'm super excited about that. Everybody will cycle through everybody in this space. But you do us a favor, please retweet and everything like that. But also, KDX, Francis, Victoria, Squiddy, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good, so
Yeah, wonderful.
Glad to be here, GM, guys.
Alrighty. I think we're gonna have some other guests coming on. We have Matt Keaton, they're finishing up the space right now. And then later on we'll have Dr. JPEG, and then I think also Board will be joining us sometime. And then I'll see Matt down their audience if you want to come up here as well for SkateX, please do. But yes, we are talking about Web3 gaming and predictions and upcoming events. Just because we have so much people coming up on the panel, we just want to kind of jump right into it and just like have a lot of fun. And so also do us a favor, tell your friends that we are jumping into a pretty hot topic. And so what I want to kind of do is point this to Francis, because you've been on probably every space with me so far. And we'll see if you can be the last one again on this space. But in terms of Web3 gaming in 2022 was pretty rough. But in terms of 2023, is there anything that you're looking forward to? Maybe predictions, and also like shrapnel and all that stuff. What are you excited about? We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I think the main thing that I'm excited about is that around 2 years ago, a lot of games started getting funding. And it takes around 2 years to make a game, which means 2023 should be way more active than 2022. I think we saw like $2 billion poured in over the last bull market, and a lot of those games, got funding early on, so I can see some good stuff coming in 2023, like stuff from ourselves, various people on the panel here, and games like Gunzilla as well. So I think 2023 is going to be a very active year. A lot of games will come out of stealth. I think there's more high quality games than people realize. It's just people haven't really been announcing those. They've just got some money and started building. And I think we'll probably see a lot less of the conversation of Web 2 versus Web 3, and more just seeing that games can actually just behave like a Web 2 game in Web 3, and we'll start breaking down that entire separation gap that we've got, and just see new monetization models start popping up, and probably a lot more interest from like Sony and Microsoft once they see the quality that can be produced in the space.
That's a great prediction. Yeah, I think when it comes to 2023, like you said, that funding is starting to kind of be realized now, and people are going to be doing that. Maybe another question for you though is, do you think that because there is a pool that is kind of like drying up as well in terms of funding, do you think that like there is a possibility that like some people are going to rush to market in that in 2023, or do you think that the balance of people rushing to market and also people actually putting out really good games will be a good balance?
Yeah, I think on the negative Nancy side, it's going to be kind of a lot of studios will probably run out of money. That is a very real thing. Probably games that we're anticipating will run out of money, but I think there'll be kind of acquisitions that go on there. But I think we'll be set for a lot of disappointment, but then the games that actually do make it will be really, really good. There's a lot of talent coming into the space. One of the benefits of Web3 is the higher salaries, which does help you attract the better developers. So even though Microsoft and the likes have deep pockets, often game developers in Web3 are getting paid more, so the talent is there. And I can see very minimal disappointment on the high-end games, but then I think a lot of what people are following might end up going bust or not pulling through in the way they said they would.
Yeah, I can even speak for like Azure. Like a lot of the devs migrating from Web2 are like top notch for Azure, like high up there, and also have like worked on lots of projects in the past. And yeah, that talent migration is like something that's like you talk about like funding migration kind of come in and like a lot of like Web2 games are being funded, like you said 2 years ago, and we're starting to kind of realize that type of funding become real. But also the talent migration is like a huge deal. Does anybody else also like want to expand on that? Maybe even it's you, Francis, but like SkateX, Squiddy, Victoria, would love to hear your thoughts on like the talent migration from Web 2 to Web 3.
I think there's absolutely been a very interesting talent migration, and as more and more people that work in Web 2 and are finding these new, like more unconventional but perfectly awesome jobs, I think we're starting to see more and more of that momentum ball start rolling, where people are like, not only am I being treated somewhere where I have incredible creative traction, and I'm working with people that are obviously just as invested as I am, but I'm also able to rub shoulders in spaces that are ridiculously new world smaller. Like the amount, like in the same way as the telephone broke a whole lot of businesses and cut out thousands of middlemen, like the ability for us to just be able to have the underlying understanding that the blockchain's keeping all of this stuff for us, like so that we can just reference it without having to do all of this extra middleman work for, employing people to do all this tracking. Like it allows us to get in these spaces and create these products and be incentivized to do all of this really, really interesting stuff together. And I know for a fact that like without Web3, I wouldn't be where I am specifically, or wouldn't have had even remotely the access to the opportunities I have. And I think about that every day. Like it's ridiculous in a very, very good way.
Yeah, I think when it comes to talent, I think a lot of top talent kind of. So I've seen a lot of great talent just come to Web3 and join teams over here. So that says something, because talking to some of the people that we get to talk to, like you guys, for example, etc. You can just get to see everyone's background and what they have built, what they have done, and that just makes everyone, excited for the future. And yeah, excited for this year. Like I feel like in 2022 last year, a lot of us, it was our, for a lot of projects, it was like the minting phase, obviously their building phase right after, and now this year, I think we're gonna start to see a lot of good quality games finally starting to come out.
And not to put last on Web2, and what they're building, because there's a lot of great things and have like the utmost respect for people doing that. But what have you guys seen in terms of like things that have been kind of like in a rut in like Web2 gaming, in terms of like developing and stuff, or just new innovative ways? Like maybe SkateX, if you want to expand on that, like maybe share with the audience like what's happening in Web 2 that's like really not just like, obviously the money is very good for like developers in Web 3, but it's also like, in my opinion, is like the challenge, right? They haven't been like really challenged. It's like very much like live ops games, managing a like audience versus like building new creative things. And there was a person on our team, Kyle, was a brilliant game designer, and he wanted to do new things, and he wanted to like take his talents to Azra, and met with Mark and saw the vision of like what we're doing is cool. It's new, you know what I mean? But in your opinion, like what are things in Web 2 that are happening that are like making not just money, making Web 2 people come over to Web 3?
Well, I think one of the things is that is very exciting about this space is being able to collaborate in like like really meaningful ways. And the Web3 space is like very rigid, right? Especially if you work at a big company, let's say for example Blizzard, right? You probably cannot partner with other studios that easily and just work on projects, work on interoperability and things of that nature. So I think that's one of the things that I've seen from the game designers in our team that come from mobile, they come from Kabam, EA, Supercell, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's one of the main things that they've are excited about, right? It's like once we ship out SkateX, we're gonna want to work with other games, right, and do cool stuff. So yeah, that's one of the main ones.
Go ahead, Francis.
Yeah, I feel like one of the things that's stagnated in Web 2 gaming is monetization methods. Like right now, you've got things like FIFA Ultimate Team, which is a cash cow, and EA will never work on anything else. And then every game is trying to implement this battle pass style model, which kind of gives a lot of games the same feel to Web 2 gamers. So I don't think that would necessarily make them come over, but they're definitely tired of it. And I think this is where like the additional creativity that we've talked about in Web3 really helps, because we have a ton of new avenues to come from for monetization. There's lots of things you can do with NFTs, access, and deeper community involvement that can be used in the monetization process, as opposed to just saying, hey, give us $5.99 a month and you can get these rewards when you level up to 100. Because I think a lot of it becomes monotonous for players. In effect, they're really playing the same progression system in every game, and over time that will potentially cause some churn until they find the next monetization method, and then everyone just jumps to that instead. Because before battle passes, it was just buying cosmetics in things like Call of Duty. Every game kind of adopted this. Or you can get new weapon skins and perks if you pay us, $10 and get a loot crate type of thing. So I feel like that is probably the big pain point for Web 2, and that's one of the best kind of vectors we have where we can change the game.
Yeah, monetization is like really interesting and cutting out a lot of like the middleman. We talked about this a lot, Francis, before like really anybody else has. I think everybody left, and then we kind of continued on with like player identity and player branding, and people people owning NFTs. I think that's an innovation that's coming. I don't know if hopefully it's in 2023. There's some tools for distribution for player identity and player branding, because it now gives a track record of people that own, like, let's say NFTs, right? So if you own an operator, if you own a skateboard on SkateX, you own like a lamp plot, Toria, or whatever it is, you then like become like kind of a target for that, right? And then like for Champions Ascension, for example, you now have distribution channels for everybody else for your game, right? People that are actually into RPGs, or they into shooters and all that kind of stuff, and like their wallet and their NFTs that they hold kind of tell you that, and then you can reward that based on like what they've done, right? Now you also have live ops data that goes in and they play the game, and now you can see like, oh my gosh, they don't just own an operator, they actually play a lot, and it's something beautiful. And then now you can reward that player for doing those specific methods in another game, and like give them value instead of like having to pay it to like distribution channels on like Web 2, right? So like Web 2 distribution channels are really expensive, but like you could have like specific airdrops to specific people that fit like your type of brand style and distribution. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Innovations coming for player identity and player branding in 2023. Do you guys think that's coming this year or next?
We are potentially working on something in that kind of space that would be cross-chain. It's very hush-hush, but yeah, I think something like that is coming. In the realm of like cross-game achievements, which is great for promotions and really opens a new type of marketing. To say, hey, go participate in game A in one type of way, complete a task, participate in game B in one type of way, complete a task, and that's a marketing piece done where you get a reward at the end of the day in both games. And then also the ability to track players' activities between games. I think a lot of that is coming in 2023. I think it will be very surface level, but then I think like 2024, 2025 is when it really kicks off with the really deep integrations where we can actually start using that data to enhance the player's experience.
Right, it's also the data pool. Right?
I think that's actually true. Just to jump in real quick. Sorry if I'm actually interrupting. I think that's really true, though. I've actually been working with some kind of surface level tools recently to help with community building, engagement management, all that type of stuff. And they're all really, really interesting, but I can see them as an early adopter for tech stuff in general. I'm looking at the cycle here that I've been through a bunch of times, and I'm like, these are really, really cool, and I am enjoying them because of what they will make afterwards, but I feel like exactly like you said, in 2024, 2025, we're going to see the products that we actually want that learn the lessons from this new like breed of products that are giving us these insights into what we want to do, which is really, really cool. And I want to be applying myself and engaging with those early steppers like ChatGPT and stuff. In the same way as Googling something well is 100% an intangible skill. Learning how to use these tools early and figuring out the way to parse yourself into them, I think is going to be a really, really big power factor moving forward.
Yeah, I agree. Skadix, you had also unmuted. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. By the way, it is Matt from Skadix account. So yeah, I'm just
okay, great.
With my main account. Yeah, it's not that I'm ignoring you, but no. So when it comes to player identity, I think that's something that really exciting. So for example, you know, like people, they're collectors, right? Collectors, training cards all life, now NFTs, and imagine when you'll be able to kind of like show off your gaming achievements and start collecting those in Web3. It'll be so easy to do, and you know, with like a wallet, you can definitely do that, and it can come in many forms. Like it can start being like, you know, it can start being treated like for example, if like a game gives you like your co-op or sold-on tokens, right? Things like that to your account, drop them into your account, and then, for example, let's say in the future, perhaps there'll be leaderboards, right? And for example, you'll be able to recognize like who are the, you know, like some of the biggest players in the space, right? And then, you know, they can be rewarded in many different ways. For example, if you play multiple games and those games partner, you can, for example, airdrop those players cool items and rewards. Or if there's a new game coming out and they want the best of the best players to join like their ranks, they could be dropped like their mint list or something like that. So I think, yeah, player identity will be huge in Web3, and I think, yeah, just so excited to see what everyone does and kind of like share and figure it out with everyone.
Yeah, and that's also like what's the benefit of like being in a network of developers that are trying to work towards the same goal. And to like Victoria's point, like, you know, they talked about tools that we need and iterate. Like, you know, a lot of people talk bad about Axie, but like Axie also is like the one that ushered probably all of us into this, you know, Web3 gaming. And so I have like a lot of respect for them for being innovators. And I think that's something that in the next wave, which a lot of us are in that next wave of releasing games, you know, we're going to mess up and we're going to find things. But that's like being a part of that cutting edge type of thing. That's obviously a risk that we take. But at the same time, it's just really cool to see like all the different new monetizations things, like what Play Wildcard is doing with some of their soulbound stuff like that. Like all of us are now in like front row seat, like, okay, what's going to work? You know, what's going to work? And so like, it's just really exciting to be at this stage. But heck, go ahead, Spitty.
Funnily enough, we talk about Ultimate Team, right? And I kind of look at this period as a similar time frame when Ultimate Team was just getting introduced, right? I'll never forget, this is like an integral part of my gaming history, my gaming background. Just, you know, these were actual digital assets that I enjoyed learning, right? I enjoyed playing with, which was whether it was like playing these like running back drills to earn coins, and then dealing with people, like some of these, there was a cap in the early stage of how many coins you could sell your Ultimate Team card for. So of course, gamers, that's going to lead to a black market, right? That's going to lead to like, you know, kind of preparing all the stuff that's going on right now from back in the day, because you had to find people and grow with that that community currency, right? So say Victoria and I were doing a deal in Madden, and Victoria had more deals done and like publicly talked about the deals on the message boards and everything. We would chat, we would DM, then we would go, you know what, I sent my assets to Victoria first, we sent me everything back, we had a good successful trade, and you guys, everyone would like build their rep there. And then, you know, the next year when the next Ultimate Team came out, it kind of sucked. You had to start all over again from your coins, and again, play the same progression model throughout Ultimate Team and singles like that. You know, it's during football season. That was the first time really going, hey, you know, it would be cool to like actually own some assets in games that I actually want to play. And then you talk about the players' identities, right? Like your game achievements, that's your resume, right? When it comes to finding out different games that you like, you're able to take that as a gamer, and if being a gamer is part of your identity and that's part of the world that you want to build in, right? Like when you're talking and chatting with other people, it's like, what do you do? I said, yeah, you know, I just hit level 48 on Pokemon Go. Like, right? Like that's part of all the games that you play. It's all part of your identity. And especially with champions too, with all the characters and assets being so specific, I think it's going to be extremely important for people who are streaming and making content with it, because especially with us, we've got a combat game, and each character fights a little different. So imagine a streamer is bringing additional value to that particular Prime Eternal because it's got, you know, 100 more hours of film, of footage on Twitch, right, or on whatever streaming service that person uses. Just like, you know, like Philadelphia Eagles are going scouting out opponents. You know, the more film there is on an opponent, the easier it is to study and figure out how to play that specific person. And that's going to give the power to the players, and that's what applies to every other game when it comes to adding, you know, the person and the whole gamer's flair on top of the asset. I think it's going to be really huge. You're going to see people really develop identities through their characters in all these different games, especially since they're on assets.
Yeah, and that's also that birth of like Soulbound tokens. I forgot who mentioned it. Is it Victoria or Skatex, or even Francis? Probably all of us. But it is really cool to even see that in terms of Soulbound tokens, and not just externally, because we're talking a lot about externally, but like in terms of like rewarding loyal fans of a specific franchise, right? Like you saw Tony Hawk, like Activision's like going through all the remasters right now, but like you have like all the remasters. But then you have all of those like achievements and all that kind of stuff that can be drawn upon and then like given those assets like are on chain behind as like technology improves in like, you know, your Tony Hawks. Like SkateX, you're a perfect example of it, right? Like you have the first iteration of SkateX, but like, you know, you maybe make SkateX 2 or 3 and you guys blow up and then like have like a remaster of like the first SkateX, right? And like the boards there can be transferred. And can be rewarded for the people that like, you know, own those specific boards. And so I think even like internally as like a function of being a part of like a studio and rewarding the members that are loyal to you, it's also awesome. And so yeah, any other thoughts on that? And then we can kind of move on to maybe another person's hot take on 2023.
Yeah, I think what you just said is like a perfect example with what a lot of us have in mind, right? So for example, even as Block Tackle, right? Like the studio that owns SkateX. In the future, right? If we're a gaming studio, that implies that we have other games, right? So even with our current holders, like who's saying that we're not going to drop them assets to be able to, you know, participate in our other gaming ecosystems, right? And that's something that can be easily done in Web3, and it's harder to do in Web2, right? So yeah, it's I think that's another prediction that I think it's pretty obvious to a lot of us, but it carries quite a lot of weight.
Yeah, that's awesome. Seeing that you just were up here, Matt, did you want to have any predictions for 2023? Throw it out there, maybe for the group to talk about.
Yeah, like this. I'm very hopeful for this year because I think, like you said before, Axie was kind of like what kind of like introduced this concept of like play to earn, but then we got to learn really fast that, you know, some of those tokenomics and those earning models are not sustainable. So I think now that we've gone through it, and you know, a lot of people would say that we're currently in a bear market, I feel like we get to go back to the basics of gaming, and we get to focus on like pure gameplay. People are not talking like, when someone reaches you out about a game, it's not so much as like, oh yeah, give me your white paper. I'm gonna read that white paper and we'll see, we'll see what it is. It's more like, oh, what's your game about, right? It's like, what's gonna be like the core game loops, do you have any demos, right? Like, can we play something, right? It's not so much about the white paper anymore, but it's more about like the actual gameplay. So I think going forward, my prediction is that we're not gonna go back into like the tokenomic talks as much as we did in the past. It's gonna be more about the gameplay and like the and like the core game loops of the game, and just the stickiness overall.
Yeah, I think so too. And leading with like gameplay and having that open and kind of letting your gameplay talk has been kind of seeing that shift in trend for a lot of like the studios kind of coming out right now. So yeah, I'm excited for it for 2023 for people to come in and see what people are building. And yeah, the tokenomics and things are probably gonna fall to the wayside. But yeah, it's also what's curious though is that we are also in like the Web3 space, so there is a specific demographic that would want that. What do you guys think about that? Do you still kind of like maybe tailor the white paper you tailor the white paper just to them, or do you even make a white paper? What's your guys' thoughts on that?
I think it's still needed, but it's not so much emphasis on it, right? Like at the end of the day, like we've always, from day one, we're a game, right? We're making this for gamers. We'd really never wanted anyone to like speculate on like our assets. So that's kind of like how the approach that we took. And then yeah, I think I'm not knocking down on companies that are still focusing on their tokenomics. Obviously, to this day, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe like that no one's quite figured it out, right? Like a sustainable, I guess tokenomic model. In the future, that could change, right? Like I know there's a number of current projects that are still, working on it day in day out. But if they're leading with that when it comes to like a game, I would say just for people to like level set their expectations, right? I wouldn't like trust it too much, but in the future, I definitely think we're gonna see a lot more of that aspect of things, because the technology is advancing in that way, and in the future, it's just gonna be a lot easier for games to implement Web3 technologies more efficiently, I would say, because even now, like doing like pure on-chain gaming is still quite a ways out and quite difficult. I know there's a few games doing it, but it's still quite a ways out. So yeah, so hopefully we get there in the end. But yeah, until then, we gotta crank it up on the other stuff for sure.
Yeah, and I agree with you too, because like there's no tokenomics model that works yet, because like also it hasn't been implemented for like more than like a year or two, right? So like that's one thing too. It's like it's not just the launch of it. Oh, it's been sustainable for a year or two or three. It's like, okay, how long can this go? And like we haven't really seen that, because also we're such early adopters here. Everybody on the space, like that, everyone's kind of testing new iterations of tokenomics or anything like that, and seeing how long it can go and everything like that. Which a lot of people that are coming in. The ones that are going to be more inspired by like what we do are going to like be at such an advantage, because we are at advantage now from Axie, just for the fact that like they were just making it up as they went, and now we're here, and now we are kind of doing, like you said, Matt, like making new things, and they're going to iterate on it, and I'm excited about that. But
Yeah,
Victoria, go ahead,
sorry, I was just gonna say it's funny how it works, right? Because funnily enough, like these economies will probably become more sustainable when like Web3 games actually reach like hundreds of millions of gamers or billions, right? So but at the moment we're still like very early, as in like there's the games don't have like the player bases yet to, let's say, sustain some of these economies, right? So as we scale, as we reach economies of scale, those things will probably start helping themselves out, if that makes sense, when we reach like more critical mass. But yeah, I'll leave it at that, Victoria.
Yeah, taking tokenomics for like the player base that we have now versus like the player base that we have like year-over-year growth. It's difficult. It's difficult to even do that, anticipate that. But Victoria, you had your hand up, and then I saw you spit it too. So Victoria, you have the floor.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was tossing my hand up just because we were still chatting about predictions for 2023 back then. Amazing conversation that it shifted to, but I do actually have a couple of interesting ones that I've been seeing in the community, mostly through spaces, but also through Cryptoria and just stuff like that. One of the things that I'm seeing, and hoping will be more the case, I'm seeing a lot of projects do it now, which is really cool. But they're shifting away from thinking of themselves as just like the first thing they're building, and they're thinking of themselves more as these ecosystems, and they're trying to make sure that they have like engaging story and lore, or at least like um, very cool like story hooks and stuff like that to keep you interested, so that they can start really implementing and rocking these, like when you get quote unquote bored with the first thing, then you've got crossovers to go hang out with, or maybe down the line there's going to be TV shows coming. You're going to see this whole way to engage with these things in the same way as like Star Wars isn't just like a movie. Like Star Wars is this entire thing, and I think you're going to see alongside that a lot of projects now. What we're learning is going to be like literally thirsted after by a lot of these really, really awesome Web 2 companies that we're starting to see hugely more recently start to find their way towards the space. So you're going to see a lot of projects, whether they know it or not right now, I think becoming either sought out or seeking out Web 2 companies to be onboarding as one of like the big flag, like tentpole things that they're doing in the next year or two. And which is great, because that's going to, for the communities that have really awesome story or really engaged communities, or where they're really iterating and there's just awesome stuff to do all the time, that's going to be like, those are going to be found in a heat-seeking manner by all of these awesome corporations that are looking for communities to bring their products to and stuff like that. And they're going to be wanting to find the people that are currently holding these assets that allow them to tell these stories and that give them the IP rights to start actually working with these different ecosystems. And it's going to be really interesting from a top-down and a bottom-up perspective, both for people working in Web3 and people playing, just hanging out, or just spending a Sunday in Web3. You know what I mean? It's going to be a really crazy, really good year, I think.
I have actually a follow-up question that is like evolution of the community, right? So I don't know if you guys seen it. Maybe you guys are a lot of like community managers like myself, but also like how the community's evolved, especially with the empowering of like ChatGPT and like AI art. It's freaking cool, man. And it's just like the evolution of the community, just building something, because they're so early in like the building process of a game, like way before like any of us are used to in terms of like Web 2 gaming development, that they get to like be here from the very beginning and like kind of make their community lore. And that's what I'm like pretty excited to see in like 2023. I can see kind of some rumblings of like community run lore of these communities and cross collaborations of those communities, like let's say operators. Like I even saw one actually with operators in Champions Ascension and Azra. I'll pin it up there. But it's like, it was AI generated art that he generated AI art for Shrapnel, Champions Ascension, and Azra for the Hopeful. And it was really cool. And then you could see like a cross collaboration. If somebody wants to iterate on that, they're like, oh, I would love to like add my private channels in there, or my operator, or my Hopeful in it. And then now you kind of have this like expanding universe of like IP rights and all that kind of stuff that are like empowering the community to build. And so I don't know, what's your guys' thoughts on like the evolution of community in 2023, or is it just going to kind of stay the same?
I definitely. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, I think like you said, right, with like some of the AI art creation tools, and especially ChatGPT, that is gonna empower community to like build lore and, you know, put out like art a lot easier. So for example, for me, I'm I'm like the worst artist. Like, well, I'm not an artist. I'm basically like the worst person at drawing ever, right? Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not being like humble or anything. I'm like actually the worst person ever. But even myself now, I can go to like my mid journey, right? I can put a few prompts. I can put like an image of an NFT I have, and then I can contribute that art to any community that I'm involved in, right? So I could get, for example, any of my Skedex NFTs. I could get my Hopeful from Azra, and I can make like custom art, right? And then I could write like a lore story, let's say, on my specific NFT, and that will allow me to like contribute to my community a lot easier and more often, right? Like with ChatGPT, right? You can basically get it to write you stories on the spot, right? So it's I think this is something that will empower communities if anything. I know some people are a little bit worried about like the use cases, but I think, I mean, if we focus on the positive, I think that's for the best. So yeah, and sorry for cutting you off, Victoria. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Joe. At the same time.
Squid and Francis definitely had their hands up. But I was just going to say real quick, Skate actually answered exactly why I hopped up here, but I wanted to add one of the interesting ways that I've seen that's kind of niche, but I'm hoping becomes more mainstream as a use case for these AI art tools that I think might be beneficial to both artists and non-artists like myself. I have a lot of creativity, but I'm not an artist, and now I have this tool set that lets me get within 90% of a goal I'm looking for, and I can use that, and I can take that visual product and I can give it to an artist and let them have creative license on that, maybe change it however they need to. But now I have a thing that is visual and will say that 1,000 words that I don't have to type anymore. And I think that is huge, and I think because of that, I've been able to, and literally have sought out a bunch of artists, like, oh, I've got this thing, can you actually make this so it doesn't have weird squirrels on the shoulder, you know what I mean? Like, you can take it and be like, hey, can you do this one bit? And it lets you communicate visually in new ways. And that's, I think, really, really, really cool because you can cut down a lot of the time to just do more stuff faster and have fun. It's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Francis Quiddy, sorry, I was pinning that post up onto a little bit, but...
Yeah, I think building on what Victoria said, like the capacity to take 90% of the work by just doing an input. So for either for storytelling or art, that means we can do a lot more competitions and a lot more community engagement, and people can feel more involved, as well as get more content out to them. Like that just looks better and sounds better. It streamlines a lot of work on our end, and will also streamline a lot of work on the community involvement end. And it can help them feel more involved because they just need a prompt. They don't need to spend 10 hours writing a long story piece that is 1,000 words long. They can put in a prompt with their idea and adjust it from there. And that also helps us because we can get them more involved because it's more professional. Like a lot of the quality that's being spit out by these bots is very, very high. And that actually allows people that maybe felt like they couldn't get involved because they couldn't write before. Well, now all they need to do is have a prompt and then add their own little bit of flair to it. So I can see the community in the games specifically getting a lot more involved and a lot more kind of attached at the hip, where we can involve them in creative processes, because now anyone can produce high-level art, anyone can produce high-level storytelling pieces, which is just going to be great for all.
Yeah, Squiddy, I see you pinning some stuff up. Want to speak to it?
Yeah. First and foremost, want to show some love to the space. If you guys won 3 mint Champions Ascension, feel free to fill that out. That link, it ends in an hour. Anyone who's in the space right now, it's going to ask what your favorite game is. Put Azra for the space, and if you want to fill out some other stuff too, that works as well. But anyone who's in the space right now for Web2 Gaming in 2023, we have a free mint coming up, and you guys are all welcome to join. We love Azra, we love the space. And then talk about community involvement and the AI component of it. We're currently running an interactive board season. With this upcoming drop, our players, along with our lead board guy, Ryan, who's an absolute legend, they're creating the one of one from the collection. It's going to go to one of the team members who participates in that process. And that barrier, people might not be writers, but they have their ideas and they're able to kind of like refine the AI and help train it to speak for them too. I think that's going to be awesome in terms of helping community members participate in things more such as that. And then from the community side as well, just in general, especially where we're at right now, like we're in a live pre-alpha, right? You can have your assets and walk around with your characters in the world and test out and start your jobs for combat. I think a lot of that's just going to come from, I think there's going to be just, in each game, each community, they're going to be new, like, superstar content makers who never picture themselves as being content creators. They just picture themselves as being gamers, right? But they have this amazing time because they own characters of this asset. They're in a particular community, and it's going to be so much easier for somebody like that in a great game or someone who's interested in that game to build an audience when they're, they can kind of like pick and choose these communities right now and choose which community they grow with, because good stuff's always going to rise to the top, and people are going to support those around us. So just kind of getting out every day. And I think that definitely needs to be a longer term thing, because the more you're able to like work and attach an asset to a creator, attach an asset to a community member. As that community member, again, this community member doesn't have to be like a Twitch streamer, right? It's just being part of the community and being a badass battler, right? It's going to inherently make them and their community currency just in terms of like, oh, this, and we're a combat game, right? So again, oh, this person's the best battler. The best battlers are, of course, going to be the more popular battlers to kind of follow and see which crimes they have and which crimes they fight with. So I really think that type of ownership and people, you know, Superstar is going to come out of nowhere, just from being gamers and playing games that they love to play with assets that they own.
Yeah, and I think also there's going to be some evolution of like wallet to wallet messaging, right? Like that's going to be something that's really cool. Is like when their identity kind of comes up, and like you said, like the battler versus battlers, like it's so much easier now to look at the leaderboard within like wallet type of assets or wallet transactions or even like achievements and be like, dude, I want to challenge this guy, right? Let's DM, let's set it up, and all that kind of stuff. I was just going to segue into Dr. JPEG, but I think he cut off for a little bit. But yeah, it is. I'll put him up here. But I want to introduce Dr. JPEG while he is coming up. He's been a part of the Builders Guild too. He's building NF Arcade, and some really awesome stuff is coming out of their organization. I think he's also going down to Miami for the Gamer Choice Awards. I'm actually going to be down there too, Dr. JPEG, so I'd love to meet up with you. Squiddy, I know you're also going, please. So I would love to meet up with you guys, and I don't know if anybody from the chat room is going either. But
let's set up a dinner.
What was that, Squiddy?
We'll set up a dinner.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Dr. JPEG, welcome to the space. I know that you had a meeting right before this, but glad you can make it.
Yo, what's good? Thank you for hosting this, man. It's always a vibe when you throw these spaces. And yeah, we'll for sure have to meet up down in Miami. It's always a good time, man. So I'm pumped for that for sure. The Gamers Choice Awards, it's gonna be a good time. And I know Champions Ascension, Shrapnel. I know you guys got some nominations. So congrats and super pumped to see how everything goes.
We actually got 0.
No, get out of here! I could have sworn I saw you guys up there.
But thanks for the shout out.
Hey, 2024, man. That's the year of Champions Ascension. 2023, year of Champions Ascension. We're good.
I'm not concerned with these awards. I don't, especially this early. A lot, they're fun. It's fun to see the space move, but again, being early, it'll be fun to support and meet people like yourselves, right? So definitely curious to see how it goes. It's I'm pretty sure nothing there.
Yeah, well, I'm super pumped to come and meet you guys as well. But Dr. JPEG, just to kind of catch you up to like what we're at right now, we're actually talking about like predictions of like community in 2023. We talked about like the evolution of like AI, ChatGPT, also AI art and stuff. But anything that you think like in predictions of like how the community is going to evolve in 2023. Maybe they're becoming smarter, not as much rugs or anything like that. But yeah, anything that you have to say on community, we can move on to the next topic.
Fuck yeah, I love the fact that we're moving from this kind of degen, just throw money and mint, kind of like a slot machine, like it was at the end of 2021. At the height, one ETH equals one ETH, right? Like I could cry at how much fucking USD I've like just burned on absolute shit that's gone to zero. But it's a learning phase, and I think that the market is a gift because the people that are still here are the people that genuinely want to have an impact on the industry. They genuinely want to create user experiences and products for people to have an impact on their lives and to like really do it for a reason outside of the financial piece. So I think it's great that we're getting to a point now where everyone's they're looking for things that they can invest in and grow with and be a part of, and they believe in as an actual company to deliver projects. I mean, there's a lot of great people on this stage that have different members of their team that have years upon years of industry experience and background, and that's really what you want to look for. You're not looking for you're not so much seeing focus on like floor price and just paid shills and bullshit, but like more actual authentic businesses. So we're moving in the right direction, and I'm really excited because the opportunity in Web3 isn't to fucking become a millionaire selling JPEGs overnight, but the real opportunity is to grow something meaningful and special alongside people and building it with the community. So really excited for that.
Well said, man. Well said. Yeah, I think that is something that I also see in the community and like rumbling too. It's just like I think the bear market has really kind of weeded a lot of people out, and people that are here believe in like tech, believe in the game, or like believe in the studio that is actually going to come in and like kind of have that mass adoption for like Web3 gaming. And so like shout out to all of our communities, you know, the ones that are down there that are listening to this and believing in us when like really no one else is, right? And that kind of goes into the next kind of section that I want to kind of talk about. Is there any Web3 gaming predictions in 2023? Do you think that there's going to be a more positive reception from Web2 gamers or traditional gamers? I know Francis said like really bothers him that I say Web2, Web3 gaming. Let's just say gamers in general. Do you think there's going to be more adoption that are going to be like okay with Web3?
It does bother me indeed. But like I think there's going to be a lot more people getting interested. I mean, you saw the same thing happen when free-to-play was first a thing. It's something where anytime there's something new for a gamer, because of how gaming companies act, everything is always negative for them when there's a change. It's usually just about getting more money from them. So I think that people will start to open their eyes a little bit more once they see kind of what we're doing and the community environment we have here. Like if you've ever played a Web 2 game, how toxic is that? It's, you know, you play League of Legends, you're gonna get shouted at. Apparently your whole family's gonna die. Like there's just nothing good kind of in that atmosphere going on right now, and I think they need some of the positivity and love that we've got. Because I don't think I've ever had a negative experience interacting with someone that's in this space. So I can see that community shift and the just level of community that we have really helping push us forward and kind of gain some adoption, just because we're nice people. Not necessarily because we're making good games, just we're all interested in the same thing, but like, you know, usually you gravitate towards the crowd that treats you better, and I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's funny you say that about free-to-play, because one of our advisors, Sean Kaplan, he helped bring free-to-play to the States in 2014, and you know, he was talking about the friction that you have with Web3 in gaming right now. You have the same friction free-to-play. People are like, what do you mean? There's no such thing as free-to-play. We need to monetize this. This is why we sell titles. This is why we sell games. This is why we package these goods. You know, if anyone's old enough to remember, you used to have to go fucking stand in line outside Best Buy, or, you know, depending on what game it was, you know, maybe